Yeah.
Would you like us to introduce you?
Yes.
This is Peggy.
Peggy Hoffman.
Thank you, my brain's dead today. Peggy Hoffman is a guest, and this is her second time here.
Ooh. All right. Told my wife I didn't want dinner at home, but she made it anyway.
They don't have a lot of choices.
Yeah, whatever it is good. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Hey.
Bread and beer. Say bread and beer.
Yeah.
One phosphorus.
John's here in the incoming 30 feet.
Bob Piper.
Going off the board, right?
No, I'm still.
Oh.
I got one more year.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Everybody's talking. Your introductions is
Over here.
Eric Woodruff.
Lynn Peterson. Quiet.
We were talking while you were introducing yourself, so I didn't understand why. Hal Palmer, past council chair.
Someone that just walked in.
And the late PDG Martell.
Yeah.
Dwayne.
And I am first vice president and president-elect Sharon Nolan.
Yeah.
And I just want to welcome you all here, and I appreciate you all being here. We're going to go ahead and do some happy bucks. So, and I found a smaller little container other than the silver thing, but Carrie's not here to return it to her. So let's go ahead and start.
We'll use it again then. We'll use it again.
I was at the dentist today. I have no happiness.
You're still alive. That's one.
It's always an
Not done
interesting thing
yet.
when you come to reality, or your sense of rights and old things. 20, 30 years ago is not today. As I discovered after I got an oil change with the truck, and they informed me that it needs a new battery and new brakes.
Yeah.
And the total keeps going like this. So that's a,
Not an expensive accessible you have, do you?
You know those $100 comics? They're like $2.25 now.
okay,
I'm just gonna make this buck happy, you guys. Good to meet you. Wait.
I'm happy $2. Just happy to be a lion.
all right.
Just as long as you're not lying.
Oh.
I don't have much tonight. No. Speak for both of us.
What?
Only an hour meeting.
Should I stand up?
Yes, you should.
I can't see you otherwise.
That way we can see you.
Who's talking?
Yeah.
John Siri's going to start the wet napkins as soon as you stand up. Right?
No. Hi, John.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never done it
pass it on.
to a lady before, since Ann's right next to me. Fair election.
The only thing I have to be happy with is that we have collected 932 pounds of plastic
Yay! So about one more trip?
for the last trip, unless somebody can find somebody that has a 501c3 that we can use. And
To
then
do another one.
We'll keep collecting for the second batch.
Oh. Okay, so we need to find someone with the 501c.
Yep.
Who wants a park bench?
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
I got a unhappy, sad dollar. I sold my newly purchased red pearl drum kit. Still got my other one.
Oh, no.
But I went down and bought some cymbals from a guy in Portland so I could sell my other set. And what I haven't told my wife yet is that I told her about what a long time ago when our first child was born. She bought me a brand new set of Ludwig Vista lights. They're clear, but they were smoke colored. And I was going like, well, this is great. We just have a baby at home. When am I going to play? And so I told her I was wanting to get another set, but I'm going to get blue this time, but they've kind of gone up a little bit, so I haven't told her how much they were.
Is the kid learning to play them yet?
No. Okay, yeah, a little bit.
Don't want that to happen yet, huh?
No, so I might be looking for a room.
Hey, Betty got a room to rent?
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and pass that on over? Thank you, I appreciate it.
I got a not so happy dollar. My wife is homesick.
Oh, no.
We got something happening.
Uh-oh.
Hope you don't give it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a happy dollar. Speaking of not knowing what happens as you get older and stuff like that, I got my first pair of hearing aids today. So be careful what you whisper, because I can.
Did you say wish or whisper?
Don't wear them at the poker game.
My happy dollar is because Ellen and I got away for 3 days at the coast, which we've been trying to do for about 5 months, I think, so.
Yay.
That included Tuesday, right?
It was, yeah, we left Monday night, came home about 2 hours ago. So.
Yeah. My first sad dollar is that we're supposed to have a 501c3 meeting with Katie Dillinger's office yesterday. We all got there and Katie was sick.
Oh.
So you probably won't see any Boteros tonight. Maybe somebody close to Botero, but that's about it, right? Yeah.
I'm the only one not sick.
You're the only one, huh? Is Tony sick too?
Well, you know, I'm not sure about Tony, but
Yeah.
my husband, Katie, Carrie,
Andrew?
everybody.
Yeah.
No.
Well, then I'm really happy that I'm not sick.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I am home.
Which way to go?
I just spent my dollar on that.
Nope, that's okay. And I have a very happy dollar, and it actually should be more than $1, in that we have another car again. So we have 2 cars again. The Durango still needs work, but I can drive it. I just have to drive it carefully. So.
Surrey's got one of those.
So, well, yeah, the front drive, the drive shaft, front drive shaft, so I can't use the 4-wheel drive, the front drive shaft, we have to bypass that, the ABS module, anyway, yeah, so, you know, it's jerry-rigged around right
You don't
now.
have to go on the freeway, do you?
No.
I got my car I just used for in town, it's only got 2 gears.
Yeah, no, it's just an around town thing, definitely, so.
Trying to hit 356,000.
So, yeah, this has got a few miles on it. Anyway, I'm just going to quickly just kind of go over what's been going on at our Tuesday meetings. On the 25th, we had our awards meeting, and I was not there, and I didn't see, I kind of went back to Facebook to find the video, and I guess I just missed it. I didn't see it. On March... Huh?
I can tell you.
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons I'm here tonight, Sharon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Since you're not here. You were unsung Lion of the Month.
oh,
One of the
well,
I kept it secret.
We're happy to see you. Running this meeting every Thursday. It wasn't part of your job description to start.
What'd you
here,
say?
sure.
What?
I can't hear you.
well, thank you, everybody, I appreciate that.
See if you really can.
Well, there's one of them. Do you have the list of the other ones by chance,
I
or
have a chance I do.
if you want to just kind of go over it real quick, you can.
I can.
You can.
Okay. Hang in there. Anyway, it was, Jay Pruitt was Lion of the Month last month. Or it was for January of 2025, by the way.
Katie Dillinger, for her web page that she did, being sick all the time. Sharon for, what did you, running Thursday night, is that what you said? And Shannon Arden was for Ella's help on the plastic bags for the Wish Rookie.
Oh, cool, thank you. All right, and then for our meetings on March 4th, we had Sarah Hancock with the Epic Coalition. And then on March 11th, we had Simone Anter with Columbia River Keepers, which is the Hanford Program Director. They oversee the Hanford cleanup and try to keep the river clean and everything. And then last week was our speaker could not be there, so as a fill-in, Hal Palmer had spoke to us.
Who?
Some guy,
Yeah.
that older guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to be the younger guy in this group. Just remember that.
And then upcoming on the 25th, we will have our awards meeting. And then also we have elected our new slate of officers for the elected and voted on our new slate of officers for the 25-26 upcoming year. And of course, the immediate past president will be Terry Ann Botero. LCIF coordinator will be Dwayne Smith. Membership chair, Greg Furr. 2-year director, George Rader, Harold Malone, and Hal Palmer. 1-year directors, Kurt Anagnastu, Bob Piper, and Steve Pattison. Tail twisters, Mike Getlin, Mary Simonson, and Penny Piper. Lion tamers, Jake Pruitt, Keith Stark, and Pat Fulton. And then we have our officers. We have treasurer, Karen Johnson. We have Katie Dillinger as our secretary. 3rd vice president, our incoming 3rd VP, will be John Searing. Ann Camarda will be our 2nd VP. Rick Johnson will be our 1st, and then I will be the incoming president. Huh? Carrie Ann.
Oh, is she? Did we all agree on that? I forgot. Did we? Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I tried to say I didn't want to. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn the program over to Al.
Okay. This is for those of you that fell asleep on Tuesday. Yeah, what? But here's the good news. This screen is a lot better. Can you see it better than Tuesday? Yeah, well, when Steve asked me to move the laptop, I didn't know whether he wanted me more in the way or not. So I moved the laptop. But this is a Lions Club's International website. And most of what I'm going to go to today, you do not need your sign in or you do not need your member number. But part of it, when I go and show you the Lions portal, you will need your sign in and password. If you don't have that, pull out your membership card because it will have your member ID for you. If it asks for club number, we're 7900, 7900. I'm just wondering, Lynn, have you tried to get on the website yet? You don't have your member number yet, do you? No, I don't. Yeah. You should have it. Call me and I can get it for you. You think you will? Well, you never know. Yeah. Yeah. But remember my brother and his attitude about membership cards? If you get it by September, you might be lucky. So most of us keep our old ones so we know what our member number is. But it's a treasurer thing. But I can tell you, if the secretary and treasurer work out an agreement, it can become a secretary thing. Pat and Leroy could not work out an agreement, so Pat got stuck with it. Oh, excuse me, got the assignment to do that. So, what this is, at this button where the arrow just went, is called Lion AI. And we're all getting introduced to this artificial intelligence thing. Almost every organization now is getting their own AI. Now, when I click on this, comes right back up. Comes up and it says, meet Ellie. And it's a beta version, which means it might have problems. And it might not. When I first tried to figure it out, I was trying to figure out who the current third vice president was so I could update our orientation manual. And then I asked a couple other questions. But for this program, I asked this question: what materials are available to grow membership? And I know it's small. Let me see if I can make this one bigger this time. Ooh, look at that. One of these days I'm going to learn this computer stuff. There are several membership tools available. One is a membership growth toolkit. One is a Just Ask guide. And the Just Ask guide is a methodology to bring everybody together. They understand what the goals of the club are, and then you go,
Just ask.
yes, one, okay, one, all right. And think about this for a minute. How did you become an Lion? Lynn?
I actually asked for on a website.
Right,
I asked for service clubs in Longview, Washington.
right.
And it gave me multiple ideas, and then
Yeah,
I don't remember.
well, best. That's right, she's here.
And then I tried to visit.
Right.
stuff.
And then Greg,
Greg gave me a card, and I got that in
yeah,
September, October, and I was still too busy to get.
Yeah.
So I called him when I finally had more time.
but did he just ask you to become a member?
No.
He didn't ask you? Didn't he give you a membership application?
No, he just gave me his card.
That's all.
Said that if I was interested in discuss or had any questions,
Okay,
to call him.
yeah, okay, alrighty. Yeah, Greg's a membership chair. He should be asking. So, okay, Sharon, how did you become a Lion?
Well, I was an eagle first.
Sure. And let me guess, Isla.
No,
No,
I did first.
you did?
Yes.
Good.
I started helping Dale on Tuesday mornings with our cooking.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so I was there helping with the lunches as
Mm-hmm.
an eagle, and I just saw what you guys were, and
Mm-hmm.
you guys started having fun, and just,
Yeah. Okay, let me, yeah.
6 years later.
Now, the only person in this room that's been a member longer than me is either Rick Johnson or John Searon.
Mark Kelch, I had it 1 year, I had it.
Oh, okay, well, talk when you first. No, Mark joined after I did, as I recall.
Mark and I came in, you were already a member.
I was already a member, yeah. But Rick and I were about a member about the same time. What's your number on your badge? 9. I'm 11. So he's been in the club longer than I have. If you 13, yeah.
Mine was more of I had Longview Blading at the time with Jack Pat, just down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I needed something welded, I went down and saw Jack Pat.
Yep.
He was a current Lion at that time, and it was like a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I spent 28 years in Vancouver,
Yep.
so working, so I never got to the meetings unless it was, you had a per night ticket.
Yeah.
Came once a year.
Yeah.
I came only on my anniversaries or
Sure.
vacation time.
Well, it's kind of interesting. This brings up an observation. I got a text from Robin, sure. And she says, well, I feel like I'm not contributing enough. And I said, I know how busy you are, paying your dues is a contribution, because that helps our administration fund, even if you can't work on projects. And I'll just feed you the projects whenever they're coming up, and you can work when you want to. She's a busy realtor, and I think she's a grandma now. I forget. It just surprised me. She was a little girl when I first met her. There's a new club development guide. If you have an idea for a new club, we've got a guide for that. We have a membership satisfaction guide. And the membership satisfaction guide basically asks members what they like and what they don't like about our club. Because not every project is for every one of us. I was thinking back to another day, in my 40-some years, I worked on Lions Island once. And that was the last time we did the totem pole. And I got down there to paint, and I got to paint the last 4 inches. Because everybody else had been there for a while. So, if you think about it, if you don't like the chuck wagon, it's okay. If you didn't think your mama raised you to cook hamburgers, it's okay. Sorry, Bob. But because if you go in that chuck wagon and kind of fool around, guess what happens, Bob? You throw them out, right? That's right. There's not enough room in there just to stand and watch. So if you're in there, you're working. If you're not, you're out. Yeah. There's a club quality initiative and new member induction ceremony, which, as we all know, Steve does new member inductions, which there should be, what, 2 or 3 members next Tuesday? Right. So this is what happened when you go to the Member Resource Center. It has a number of things that you can see in Leadership Training Institute, online learning. And did I really click on the marketing toolbox? That's what yep, there it is. There it is. This basically shows everything that's in the membership growth toolbox. On Tuesday, I talked about one thing in this toolbox because we're finding across the multiple district, this is the one that's having the most positive effect. Okay. Where's my PowerPoint? Yeah. Power. P-O-W-E-R. Okay. Can do it anytime. P-O-W. There it is. If I'd gone to Toastmasters, I might have learned that I could have had this up before. That joke was from Mark. Yeah, that's pretty much what it said. And a membership growth event can look like almost anything. A few years ago, we had a situation where we did an open house, and it was moderately successful. We signed up a few members, but this kind of does it just kind of a better step. How's that? And so the question is, why do volunteers join Lions clubs? To make a difference, to serve, to identify with a cause or project. Now, when you think about that, how many joined this club just because of our vision programs? Look, hardly anybody. When I was governor, I did a survey. Less than 10% of clubs' monies were spent on vision across our district at that time. And I thought that was interesting, because in 1923, Helen Keller charged us with being Knights of the Blind. But I think our club brought the 10% average up, because we spend, I think, more than that. of our budget. To be with friends. Anybody here friends with anybody in the room? Yeah, you know. No, yeah, you know, Rick and I are commiserating the other day about all the things that we've done together for the last 40-some years, and it's, is it 45 now? Geez, 45 years, because we were in JCs together, and it is really amazing. To increase professional development, we have some of the best programs around. One is called the Northwest Lions Leadership Institute, which hopefully we have 2 or 3 people going to. And we've had, how many people here have been there? 1. Steve, Marilyn, Rick. Okay, and you're going to go, right, John? Yeah, and Ann's going to go, so we'll have more. And the idea behind this is, yeah, I don't get to go because I helped create it. And I was superintendent one year, so yeah, because multiple district 19 is big. We go to the border of the North Pole in British Columbia, but not Alaska. Up to the edge of Alaska. We go over to northern Idaho and all of Washington. Sometimes we think of ourselves as just this little club here in Longview, but we're part of something really, really big. And to network. There are actually people in this club that have done business with other people in this club. Can you believe that? Yes. I work on projects and I call Mark for advice every once in a while. Well, back when he was appraising, right? Not recently. I had to go talk with Jerry Davis the other day, and it was really interesting. He said, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. I said, okay, that doesn't work. So, in other words, he's 99% retired. And it wasn't that big of a problem. But I've bought my last 5 cars from a member of Longview Pioneer Lions. Think that through. My last 5 cars from Longview Pioneer Lions. What? It was Greg Firth, and then it was Steve Holst after Greg retired. Now the problem is we don't have a Pioneer Lion over there anymore, and we got to figure out how to fix that. But we do have a Pioneer Lion from K-Log and Cookin with Vern, and that network has brought about a partnership for our Spirits of Longview / Beer Garden with that station that has basically doubled our revenue from the past and doubled our net revenue, or tripled our net revenue. So, I mean, it's a great partnership. Engaged and fulfilled members. Your club must decide what is more important, 100% attendance or 100% service. Now, when I joined, if you missed a meeting, you got a phone call and a postcard. If I missed 2, I got 2 phone calls and another postcard. If I missed 3, they said, you know, you're subject to being dropped. And that was an attitude in the early days of Lions Clubs International. It is no longer the attitude. We count 100% attendance by the fact that you work on projects, chair a project, serve in an office, volunteer someplace else and report it to us as part of your 100%. That's why Rick got his 100% attendance the one time he would come every year. Because he was doing another volunteer, which was, some of it was paid because he brought his Coke, right? Coca-Cola, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, Coca-Cola and Sprite and all that stuff. Remember, engaged Lions are eager and enthusiastic. They enjoy fellowship and friendship, feeling respected and welcome, confident and proud of their club service. Is there anybody here that can talk about one of our services that you're exceptionally proud about? One of the service things that we do that you're exceptionally proud about. Rick.
We did the wiener wagon at the rodeo.
Yes?
And we made about $3,300 taking a little station wagon.
right?
I'm just selling hot dogs and chili dogs.
Yes. And that is both a fundraiser and its service to the community. Because when we were first asked to go to the fairgrounds and work on this some 35 years ago, there was a lot of hesitation in the club. But we went and did it, and we've been there ever since. Sharon?
The kids are fishing.
The Kids Fishing Derby. Yes. I've done that one maybe 2 or 3 times in my career, and it's always been a hoot, especially when I brought my Ethiopian grandchildren, because they actually believed they were fishing for dinner, because that's what they did back in Ethiopia. As soon as you could stand and hold a fishing rod, you got to catch a fish out in the river. And proud of their club service. Okay. And so once again, these are all the available tools. In 100 years of this club, the service needs in this community have drastically changed. Think about when we were in JC's, Rick, I remember putting up flags at 4 o'clock in the morning. You remember doing that? Yeah, that's right. Some of us had slept for a couple hours. That's right. I got to tell you, it was a hoot. And I remember we brought a new member on that project, and he almost fell off of the back of the wagon. But he held on long enough to say, "Yeah, I want to be part of you guys." That's the same kind of attitude. We don't. Pioneer Lions doesn't put up flags. And it's funny that early edition Rotary has started doing it. I thought that was really ironic. The idea here is evaluate current projects and consider new ones. We typically, every year, consider a new one. 18 months ago, we decided to take on the project of working in the Longview School Gardens. How many here have done that? It's kind of fun, isn't it? And I hate gardening, just so you know. The reason I had fun is we were all joking with each other. If I help garden at home, it's no joking. Yep, it's not fun. Rick?
I get calls from Ian about once or twice a week.
Right?
Wanting to go over and remove either leaves
Okay.
or bark.
Okay.
And so I run my tractor over there, and I put in about 2 hours work with them, and it saves them a bunch of money.
Oh, yeah. Are you reporting those service hours? Okay, good person. You wouldn't let me drive it either.
And runs it real well. Work your way up to the chairs.
Yeah. 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 And just so you know, Maryland basically massaged that project to satisfy our 100th anniversary, because our international president at that time, coming to town, wanted to be involved in a environmental project. And what could be more environmental than that? And because of that, she gave Ian a nice award that's on his shelf all the time. One of these days we're going to have to get him in the club, aren't we? Ian. Yeah, they all say that. Marilyn?
Oh, I'd just like to add to that. It's so much fun to do that work project. And what I liked the most about it was that our international president is a hands-on woman. She was right there. That's the coolest picture of everything, all the twigs and things and helping us.
Yeah.
And the other better part was Cheryl Post saying, "That was really fun. Let's do it again."
Right.
So, yeah, the service on the heart was just great.
Right. And?
And when our, in the same time frame, when you were, and other people were brainstorming about what project to do with our president,
Mm-hmm.
you had the seeming idea, I guess, off by when the city came up with, hey, why don't you do the wetlands? It didn't work out time-wise, but it served us later. So
Yeah, we did that. You know, and I keep wondering when they're going to call us back. Yeah.
And the next thing I need to do is, and I know who my contact in free labor is the men's house for recovering addicts.
Okay.
I don't even care this time, so I'm thinking of free labor.
Oh, really?
So we'll have that come out.
Okay. Yeah, and that, for the wetlands cleanup, how many eyes were opened?
We had so many lines come out, it was just the most awesome.
Oh, yeah. And the stuff we found was worse than our Coal Creek cleanup, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And I was driving up Coal Creek the other day, and it's pretty clean still. So, okay. There's a lot of things that can happen that are low cost, high visibility, and high impact projects, like diabetes. In Canada, many of the Lions clubs partner with a local diabetic association, and they come up with a project every year. Yeah. And one year I was up there in Canada, and they had every diabetic provider, material provider at a conference. And I just went through there and I was going, I mean, even the American Diabetes Association was up there with the Canadian Diabetes Association. I think is that my voice or that's your speaker? Oh, that's Steve. Environment, we just talked about. Hunger. Hunger is a big issue worldwide. LCIF takes care of a lot of that for us, but we do know there's hunger issues in this community. And there are ways for us to get connected, like with the CAP program. Oh, we already are with the CAP and the PUD. Sharon?
Also, I just saw, I don't know how recently it was, but Castle Rock Lions, they didn't get some of the shipment or some of the help that they get from CAP, and they're in need of some donations.
Okay. Okay.
Throwing that out there, I just saw that today, I think
Right.
it was.
Okay.
I can add to that. We talked about the cap and the food.
Yeah, I just saw that, something on Facebook that they were looking for donations because they could get another thing, so.
The food donations are lower,
Yes.
and so the food pantry with the Castle Rock Lions, as Sharon said,
Mm-hmm.
the donations are not as available. One of the things that they need the most, that they normally get from CAP,
Mm-hmm.
is fresh meats,
Mm.
or frozen meats.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're having to use canned tuna, chicken, because they require themselves, and I think it's an agreement with a food service agency that monitors
Mm-hmm.
pantries.
Mm-hmm.
They have to give a balanced diet of a meal, so they're required to give a protein.
Right.
So, yeah, they're reaching out to any donations.
That's right. And it's probably more people reaching out, which may make us figure out how to bring Waukenock back again. Because one of the reasons we abandoned Waukenock as a community is there was not a free way to distribute the bags. Because the Daily News subscriptions went from like 30,000 to 10 or 12,000. And
That was a small part.
that was a small part of it. Right. Which, I got to tell you, a former Adna Lion asked me yesterday, well, how did your Waukenock go this year? And I went, it didn't. And what's interesting for the new people, we started Waukenock in Southwest Washington with just the members in our club. And Clark County came up. Yeah, time's up. Okay. Clark County came up to see how we did it, and they have made it an inter-service Waukenock like we had. So maybe there's something there. Childhood cancer gets bigger and bigger. And if you've watched any of those ads on TV, the little boys and little girls saying, thank you, just send us $19 a month. Well, when you donate to childhood cancer and LCIF, 100% of that money goes into childhood cancer if you so designate.
We have a Southwest Washington connection that got international recognition.
Right. Right. Wonderful onesies. What she saw, one of her, I think it was their grandchildren or friends, baby.
She answered an ad in the paper.
Oh, yeah. And a friend, and saw this little baby shivering there waiting for its injection. And so I haven't bought a onesie in a number of years, but they usually just zip up her button up, and so she's made a hole. Huh?
It's the PIC line.
The PIC line.
Direct connection.
Right.
And because onesies, they couldn't wear them while they're doing their chemo treatments.
Right.
They came up with a special way to design onesies to leave that open.
It's been many years since you were able to wear them.
Yes. I don't think they were invented then. I don't think they were invented then. You know what they were called back then? Cloth diapers. That's it. I'm pre-fake diapers, whatever they are. But this is just a checklist for success, some recruitment ideas that can be done for an event.
Hey, Hal.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's like back in the day when I was first in the club, before they kicked me out. But, you know, what I see now is you might have 100 and some members, but,
Right.
but even back when we met at the Monticello, I mean, that whole ballroom was full of
Right.
us at the meeting, and now we're pretty limited. So as far as bringing in more events,
Right.
you know, we have like even back then we probably had, you know, we had a lot more, but we had about 40 people that did all the work
Mhm.
for the chuck wagon and the beer garden and blah blah blah. I know it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
So we used to, I can't remember, but Mark can probably enlighten me, but we used to do, and we were in that one club that started with a K first.
And you and I were both once.
And we did the Special Olympics, which was really fun. And
Mhm.
it didn't take a whole lot of people to do it. But,
Right.
And those kids were pretty neat, but I don't know if they even still have the Special Olympics.
Yeah, it still happens. It still happens.
That was back
Mark?
when I was on the board for Special Olympics in Dallas County. We used to do swimming and basketball tournaments, but I haven't been on the board.
So was that in Kiwanis or was that Lions Club when we did that?
I think we started doing that in Kiwanis, and I brought it to Lions when I joined Lions, and we started doing more of that.
I'll tell you what's fun to do is to referee a Special Olympics soccer game. That was a kick. Marilyn?
Because you filled in on Tuesday, we actually were supposed to have Becky from Special Olympics speak to the club, and David, our blind lion, is involved in the Special Olympics, so she had to cancel, but she is back on the calendar for, I think it's the third Tuesday in April. So the 20th or 22nd, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, and so she's going to incorporate David too.
The third Tuesday in April?
We think that's what it is.
So it might be another open door to get involved with.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Wrap it up. I've got another hour.
I might be in here by
Did you hear the hint?
But basically, they have a process for hosting an event. And what I want you to think about in closing, one, why did you become a Lion? And then who can you share that with? Because that's the key to a successful membership event like this. Because the whole thing, the whole event will take an hour, and it will bring out a lot of questions. So before I end, particularly for Lynn and Peggy, do you have any questions? Peggy, come on. You ask me questions all the time at church. What's happening here? Lynn, any questions? Okay.
Any applications?
I happen to have 2 out in the car. So with that, thank you, Sharon. Do you have the pizza? Yes. Good stuff.
Just real quick, Sunshine, I think first and foremost, for those of you that know Marie, that she passed away Tuesday. And so, the past, yeah, I guess it has been a week. Anyway, and then a memorial, her son-in-law, was it her son-in-law, I believe it was, that President Carrie Ann talked to, said that now they're going to be planning a memorial that will be for both Walt and Marie. So more information, when they get the information, they'll pass it along to us. Raylene McGuire is healing and she's doing good. And I think that's pretty much it. I think everybody is pretty much kind of healing. Is there anything else that I've missed or that I...
We should send a card to the entire Botero family except for one. Way to go. Stay healthy.
I know, right?
I'm a neighbor of Raylene. She was 2 doors down. I didn't realize she was getting an operation or whatever. I hear she's doing well. We have a homeowners meeting Friday or Saturday night, and she's planning on being to that. So
Oh, good.
she's doing all right. And I don't think they've got back the results from what they took out of her. And she's doing better.
Good, good, good. Let me see, upcoming, we have, on April 5th, still we have the funeral for Jerry Henthorn. The MG19 convention is coming up, and that is going to be the weekend of April 18th and 19th, Friday and Saturday. And it's going to be down at the Eastman Lodge in Vancouver, if anybody needs any information. I forgot to bring the sign-up sheets, but we do have some, and Marilyn or somebody can get you the information if you want to know more.
Fish frolic is April 4th.
Yeah, I forgot to bring my, the sign-up
Well, the
sheet.
first call corner before.
Yeah, first,
Is the 25th and 26th.
yeah,
Friday, Saturday.
Kettle Corn is going to be starting, April, every Friday, Safeway, Ocean Beach. We're doing the Friday night still too, okay, and it's the 25th, 26th? Yeah. Okay,
Fish Frolic is fun if you haven't done it.
yeah, it's really fun, it's the day that they let the kids go down there, and there's people down there that help the kids catch the fish. And it's so, the thing I love watching is when the kids come up and they got their bag with their fish, and the smile on their face, you know, that they caught their fish. Just a second.
Yeah, give me a hot dog. I don't want to eat this thing.
You that might remember a former Pioneer Lion, Mike Randall, his celebration of life is 1 o'clock on Saturday at the Agricultural Center.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
You mean Mike Randall that used to work there?
Yeah,
Really?
he died suddenly, unexpectedly, about 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh.
What did he die from?
I think it was a sudden heart attack, like, it's just like that, so. And he only retired, I think, last year from the event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, he worked at the,
He helped us a lot on our anniversaries, and when we used to be there.
old taxi driver, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, well.
Also,
Should have called on me sooner.
Comes with age.
Every time I look at you,
You have it on your phone, or you're looking at something else?
we did donate $300 to the fish farm
buy,
Fishing poles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. For that.
So there are two
Yeah.
fish.
No, same thing.
Don't we all
Are we
work
doing the
together?
big
in
wagon
the
or
park?
just the little one for a hot dog,
I'll bring you a little one.
for the fish fry?
Oh, we'll do the big wagon.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we'll actually sell some hamburgers there. We usually sell. So we make a profit that day.
Usually just give the hot dogs away to the little kids,
Yeah.
and then we sell hamburgers to the
See, I'd like to buy your leather on the wall.
Pretty good.
I don't know what I was thinking when I rejoined the club. I signed up for the fairgrounds. I signed up for the chuck wagon on opening day and closing day.
Oh.
I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah. Yeah. So when JC's just rented down there, the president was required to be down there every day for all the shifts. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I have. Does anybody else have anything else or?
Roaring for Reading is
Oh,
coming
that's
up
Oh, yeah.
right thinking.
on Thursday, May 22nd at Columbia Heights Elementary, where we donate the book to, that are used there. It's kind of like the old Reading is Fundamental program. Anyway, all the kids in the school, they come in by classroom, and we Lions help them find the books that they like from all of them that we scatter around the tables. And then someone, a volunteer of our Lions, reads the stories to them.
Yep. Can you get away for that ever?
We have approved
Usually miss that one.
Yeah, because you're working? Yeah. Where do you work?
Look at Fred Ryan Farm.
Are you one of those? A pill pusher. An illegal one?
Legal.
Oh, legal.
Yeah.
Well, that's better.
Is that, you have to be there like the day before or is it just
You're going to be there at least by the day it starts.
And